Today, it's the turn of the tiny house, and it's a big transformation. It's the Ada, of which its slate floor was taken off at least a year ago. We have been walking on this stony surface for all of this time, and it has been, let's say, short of comfortable, but now it will look amazing, it will be comfortable, and now we have doubled our living space. Let me take you back a few years. We bought this property and it had this, what's called in Portuguese, a xisto floor, an Ada or threshing ground. These are quite common in old houses. These stones are usually around €120 for a cubic meter from the building sites and may be of inferior quality. These stones were solid, so we knew we not only found our dream home, we got some really good ground to work with. The container was placed here, then a roof on top, but then the stones were uneven, a trip hazard. So we pulled them all out and used all the unusable stones from this wall and filled the area we needed to reach the bottom of the container. Then once we found some experienced local workers, we were ready, and then Zé and Enrique arrived to start their work.
So I left for like half an hour and they've already done like loads. So yeah, I'm gonna be on my toes today, I reckon.
So what you missed for those 30 minutes was the beginning of the layering. First you add a layer of what's called tuvenant, but unfortunately the delivery hadn't arrived yet, so we used some Brita instead to get a head start. Meanwhile the stones were being placed, Omar worked on the last of the stud work for the extension. So the process of doing a stone floor is the following. After adding your aggregate, preferably tuvenant, there was an allowance of about 6 centimeters to the top of what will be the final ground height. Then mortar is added, which was a mix of river sand and cement, and on the drier side. The stones weren't all the same thickness, so it was important to leave enough allowance for the stones to be placed, then you can either add more or less mortar to level them all together.
Sure.
Alright then.
Alright, pass us up the old boulder. You know what a boulder is?
Boulder is a bucket.
Correct, Amanda.
Boulder do Azul. I thought that was for water only, huh?
I don't know. No,
Change your mind.
What this?
Yeah.
Well, it's the one that's in here. I can see another.
Another job being done today was finishing the interior walls of the bathroom. They needed to be shuttered, creating a beam for the ceiling joists to rest on. After placing the stones, they are pointed with mortar. The mix is wedged in between the stones, and then with a sponge it's all cleaned off.
Tive porcos, tive cabras, tive tudo misturado de terreno, tudo. Cabras 250. 250 cabras eu.
More than 100.
250 cavalos. É muitas.
Oh yeah,
Gansos, patos, galinhas.
Oh, bom.
É.
Tem forno de lenha.
Sim, tem.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've left the middle ones till the beam's done. What you're actually supposed to do with them is smash a hole through the blocks. You take that off, you knock a hole through the blocks, and then you go from the underside.
Oh, I see.
That's what you're supposed to do, and that's how they shutter ring beams and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's why whenever you see new builds and things, a lot of the tijolos or blocks have got holes in them. It's where they've had these knocked through.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have seen
That's
those.
how they do it, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Well, this area is more. I remember washing machine on, so.
If you could have a tiny little tilt that way, if you could.
And then there's 80 centimetres down and kind of slow and go backwards and forwards and cutting it around.
So you're talking about making the rail that you're going to drag it up?
No, I'm talking about a complete box. So it's 4 concrete cements.
About this bit. Yeah, so you're looking at that, say, on the rail, or you need to, say, for example, a reaper.
Yeah, yeah.
And you need to cut some square blocks. Well, I think yeah, this bit, so it's perfectly straight. For example, you could screw down onto that to hold the thing.
Yeah. You just clamp that onto the front.
I mean, you could do it with a plank, I don't know why it's not very much.
By the end of the day, the shuttering was off and an extra set of blocks were added to end the wall height. We couldn't get ceiling joists long enough to go across from wall plate to wall plate unless there were glue lamp, and that would have been too expensive for us. So we got shorter unseasoned joists and added a glue lamp beam to sit on. Well, I left to have lunch with my mom and my sister, and then I come back and a lot of things have been done. The floor is pretty much there. I will say probably 70% there. So here we have added a concrete slab, and that's gonna be sitting just here on the outside of the container where it's going to be housed the washing machine, because it was living here and we thought it's actually a really big precious space that is occupying. It's 1 cubic meter. And we just added that here, and then we're gonna have the washing machine outside, an area for all the laundry, maybe the laundry basket and all of the things that you need to wash with. Maybe even add a sink later, so Oma has added that for the tube for the sink and also the washing machine, and all of that tube is connected under here and it's going over there, which is a tube that you can see just there, connected to that one there, and that's just gonna go and carry on. It's just a better use for space. And then all of this is gonna have guttering, and we're gonna collect all the water. So we have now points to collect water like here. So yeah, everything has been thought of. The stone, the spacing between the stones look big because all of the stones are really wet around, so it looks at the moment bigger, and then it's gonna look really nice. And this is legit amazing for us because we're gonna have our first ever flat area to work on, and then we can have some nice sofas over here, and we can have a table and have people over and make barbecues, and it's just gonna really change our life now, having this beautiful area, so I'm really happy. It's gonna look great. A few weeks ago we showed you guys a little snippet of our kitchen, which is still in the process of being renovated, but this time we're showing you this amazing tap that we installed here. And thank you so much to the guys at Lefton for approaching us and doing this partnership. Between all of their amazing products, we chose this kitchen faucet, which has 3 different outlets of water, and Omar is going to show you right now how easy it was to install it.
So the reason why I'm looking very hot and flustered is that I've just been underneath the sink chipping away, because they give you a very generous thread. Because this is a completely custom made kitchen, the bit where this is inserting I've actually doubled up on the kitchen top and also support. So I had to kind of shave away some of the support to enable the thread to go all the way through. It's going in.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's very straightforward.
So what do you have to do in here?
So this is just to basically support it. So I had to make a little modification over here because basically this was very, it was too thick. So I'm tightening it at the moment.
It's the weight, so that makes this stay in place.
Okay, do you want to try it out? So I wasn't able to film me actually connecting the hot and cold because it's very cramped in there. It's very hot as well. But here we have the weight and the hot and the cold. It's all plumbed in into the right places. And I'm just looking for leaks, and it looks like we're all good. So yeah, about to test this for the first time. Are you ready?
Yes.
So here we have it.
And then you can change.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's got 3 functions.
Yes, got 3.
Look at that!
Our new faucet has 3 outlet modes for different needs of cleaning. It has a soft rubber spray face to clean easily any minerals residue. It also has a pull-out method with a braided hose instead of a metal one to avoid any kinks. It also uses a swiveling ball weight to easily get it into its original place. Their products are really reasonable priced and also of very good quality. This faucet, for example, has a 5-year warranty as well. And if you like to get your own Lefton product, they are offering a whopping 20% discount to our viewers for this weekend only. But then after that, you can still get an amazing 10% discount. All of the codes are in the description below. Thank you so much to Lefton for sponsoring this video.
Okay, so the big moment's come and it's time to start preparing the walls, getting these ready for the bathroom and the kitchen. To begin with, we're filling in these absolutely massive cracks, and just to be extra, you know, like give it some extra support, I'm finally cracking open my expanding foam, which was a complete mess last time. So hopefully it will be some use now. So let's give it a go. I'm going to start filling up this massive gap over here, and then we'll plaster over it. Yeah, this stuff, do not get on your hands. It's horrible to get on.
Meanwhile they were finishing the stones, I started to wash the ones that were done already. This needs to be done as soon as the mortar is dry enough, as otherwise the cement sticks to the stone and it's harder to clean. The best way to clean it is with white sand and a sponge, but I added a little bit of water just to make it easier for me to see which one I have done already.
It's the last bit. La ultima pedras.
The audience, you know what we should do? We should give you some little cartel para que digan 1, 9, como en Strictly Come Dancing.
Ah,
Con tu paleta de 10. ¿Cómo le gustó el show hoy? 10. Seu nome é?
Enrique.
É?
José.
Zé, são as pessoas que estavam fazendo este show especial para nós. Muito fixe. Então, quanto tempo tem fazendo isso, Enrique?
O tempo que demorou, 3 dias.
Mas fazendo trabalhos de pedra?
Tudo.
Sim?
Tudo.
Quanto tempo? Muito tempo?
40 anos.
40 anos. E também, Zé?
Sim.
E agora está fazendo um muro muito difícil, não é?
Sim, muito difícil.
De pedra.
Pedra.
2 metros e meio de altura.
E quanto vai tomar isso?
E vamos fazer uma casa, também tudo em pedra. Do
Sim?
Sim.
Uau! Muito obrigada por o trabalho hoje de 3 dias.
Sempre às ordens.
Enrique and Zé not only do stone walls, but also mosaics, ceramics, calzados, and Zé also has loads of trees of all sorts for sale. So if you're anywhere in the region of Coimbra and need professional stone workers, or you want to get a fruit tree or a beautiful tree by someone who knows their gardening really, really well, send us an email and we're happy to provide their contact. Então, pode fazer. Muito obrigada, senhor.
Muito obrigado.
É bom fim de semana. Obrigada. The next day, it was just a matter of cleaning the stones really, really well. I got some other tools to help me clean them better. Mum came over and gave me a really big hand with it, and this is the final result. Of course, there is a lot more to do. As you can see, there were a bit of materials laying around, and that's because we have started the skimming in the extension. There's also the window lintels and the amazing render finish Simon did in my mom's room. But that's for another day. Thank you so much guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.